everyone, it's Michelle from Scrap Secrets, and I wanted to share with you what I've been up to over the past day or so. If you remember last week, I showed you this card. It's from the Teddy Bear Parade Cricut Light cartridge, and the sentiment was from my Pink Stamper's Pinkalicious stamp set. So what I've decided to do, since I've been doing a lot of cards lately, is to take one stamp set and make several projects out of it before moving on to the next stamp set. So since I made that card and I really like the stamps, this is what they look like. I'm sorry for the glare. This is the Pinkalicious stamp set. I've decided to make 2 more cards before moving on to another stamp set. And the reasons that I decided to do this is, one, I haven't cataloged all my stamps. I've seen people do it and they make big binders of it. I've separated mine by category or event, but I don't have the time or really the desire to sit there and categorize everything. And I know some people do and it keeps them organized, but I can't do it. So for me, it's a lot easier to pick a sentiment and then find an icon to go along with it, especially with the website www.mycutsearch.com. I've talked about this website in other videos, but in case you haven't seen anything about it, what you do is go in and type the word or the phrase, and it will show you what Cricut cartridges that image or phrase appears on. But not only that, it shows you the page number, and it also shows you all the other icons that were on that page. So you get a really good idea of what's on the page, and if there's other stuff that you could use that relate to the icon or the word that you're looking for. So because of these things, I find it easier to pick the sentiment and then find the image. So what I've decided to do is make 2 more cards using the My Pink Stamper Pinkalicious stamp set. So the 2 sentiments that I've chosen are "You've got personality" and this "Wish you well." So the past day I've been working on some cards, and these are the 2 that I came up with. The first one is this "Wish You Well" card, and the images from that came from Forever Young. So and it's from page 60 on Forever Young. I cut the main piece out of black cardstock at 4.5 inches, and when I loaded my black cardstock onto the mat, I only had a scrap piece of paper, and I realized that both shoes wouldn't fit. So as soon as it was done, the Cricut was done cutting the first shoe, I stopped it and then moved on to the designed part of the shoe, which for this one it's the zebra. So I loaded my mat and let it cut the first part of it out and then stopped it. So, it's actually a good thing that I didn't load both of them onto, load enough black cardstock onto my mat, because both of the shoes wouldn't have fit onto this card. So I could have had 2 cards made out of it, but I really liked the way this looked. So I just took the one shoe and put it together. And then I took a piece of red cardstock that's 1/8 of an inch smaller than the card, and the card base is 4 by 5.5. I ran the red cardstock through a Doris diamond patterned embossing folder. Some of these diamonds are embossed and some of them are debossed, just depending on the pattern from the folder. So then I glued everything down, and then I went through my dies and found 2 nestability dies that I thought I was going to use. So I cut out the smaller one in the black cardstock, and I cut out the larger one in the zebra cardstock. The problem was, when I put the zebra up to it, it was way too big, and I just felt like it overpowered the entire card. So I decided not to use the zebra and just to use the black piece of cardstock. I'm not sure what the die name was, the nestability die that I used, but I always think it looks like a book. So I used the "Wish You Well" stamp from the Pinkalicious stamp set and this Frost White Color Box Cat Eye ink pad, inked it up, and then put it on to the black cardstock, and then took a white Jelly Roll Sakura pen, which looks like this. I don't know how well you can see that because it's all white. And I just put dash lines all around the outside of it and then glued it down. So this is my card. You can use it for a get well card, congratulations on your new job card, graduating, anything like that. Wish you well, moving into a new house, moving on to a new job, whatever. And like almost all my cards, the interior is blank. So when this gets listed up on Etsy, the people can customize the inside of it. I try to make my cards kind of generic so that people can use it for whatever occasion that they want, and they can also have the option of personalizing it. So that was the second card that I made from the Pinkalicious stamp set. And the third card that I made is You've Got Personality. So from this one, I also, for the main image, I also used mycutsearch.com. And the Forever Young cartridge that I used last time did have a ton of purses in it. Let me show you. They're actually 3D. This is it. You have to put them all together. So it wouldn't have been good for the front of a card. So what I decided to do was look for the other cartridges that I had that had purses in it. And this one is Kate's ABCs. And this is page 40 of Kate's ABCs. I liked the shape of the purse, but I didn't like the flowers on it. So what I did was I skipped cutting out this layer. I think this looks more like a child's purse than an adult purse. So if I used the funky colors and if I cut out the flowers on the front of it, I just thought that it looked a little bit more grown up, maybe for a teenager or a young adult. So I cut out the base with the purple leopard. And then I came over here to the layer 1 and cut out this piece in the regular purple cardstock. And then the handle I cut out of the same leopard paper, but this is the back side of it. It's a light purple. So, and I also took a nestability die, one of the scalloped ones, and cut the ones that fit the sentiment the best and cut that out from my Cuttlebug. So when I was finished with that, I ran this lid piece through the Cuttlebug with the Swiss Dots folder, and I also ran the sentiment through. But if you look, you'll notice that where the sentiment is stamped, I didn't run that part through. So what I did was I took the top part of it and loaded it into the bottom of my Swiss Dots folder, ran that through the Cuttlebug. Then took this bottom part, put that in the bottom part of the Swiss Dots folder, and then ran that through the Cuttlebug. Once I assembled everything, I took the Dusty Concord Distress ink from Tim Holtz and ran it along the sides of everything, the sentiment and the purse. And then what was missing was there was just a little hole here, and it just looked kind of funny. It's kind of like the closure to it. So I went through my bling stash and I found this little diamond gemstone, and I put that on it, and I thought that it kind of just finished off the purse. This piece of paper, the background, is from a pack of paper that I've had for a really, really long time. I can't remember what it was called. I think it was some kind of girl stack. But I thought that the purples matched nicely, and then the pink and the yellow bring in a little bit of different color, so it wasn't just completely overwhelmingly purple. So this is the You've Got Personality. You can use this for just saying hello card, a birthday card, anything. So again, the interior is blank. So I just thought that was really cute. I really love shoes and purses, so I was really excited to be able to make these cards. So those are the 3 cards that I've made from the Pinkalicious stamp set. So I will move on to another stamp set, and I will hopefully get a couple things done over the next couple of days and show you what stamp set I used and the 2 or 3 projects that I've done. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!